lawsuit now. What's up, Adrian?
Hey, what's up with you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, Facebookies, YouTubers, and X fingers, TikTokies, whatever you want to call it? What's up, chat line? That's Hootie Who's Finest Talk Show. Hold on, I got two things playing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the YouTube up and StreamYard up. So what's up? What's up, chat liners? We are in the house. Welcome to Hootie Who's Finest Talk Show. We are going up today. We talking domestic violence. We finna put a fire up under Puffy feet. I'm in. You seen that video, Adrian?
Which one? Him apologizing or the one where he's assaulting the Cassie Ventura?
The one where he
Wonder.
assaulting Cassidy. Cassie, not Cassidy.
Yeah,
Cassie.
I saw that video too many times. One too many times. It's all
Yeah,
over the
I
place.
was, man, we read it, we heard about it in her lawsuit. Um, but it's nothing like seeing it. And I know he's not going to be able to come back from this. He already didn't have a good legacy as it is. He was already known for um, not doing the best by his rappers and his artists,
Yeah,
with the contracts and all of that stuff. But this takes it to another level for me. It takes it to another level for me. So if you guys didn't know, I don't know, you got to be living under a rock if you haven't heard about this. CNN got a video, some kind of way of Puffy and Cassie at this hotel in Century City, which is now closed down. Now,
yeah,
the significant part about this is that Cassie described this event in her lawsuit
yeah,
document,
yeah,
word for word, verbatim, how we seen it on the video, basically.
yeah.
But she also put in there that Diddy had, I still find it hard calling him Diddy. I still be calling him Puffy. But he had paid $50,000 for this video. Yeah, somebody kept a copy.
Yeah.
Somebody kept a copy. But I want to read, I want to, because after Cassie lawsuit, Diddy had numerous other people that filed lawsuits on him.
You alleging some type of sexual misconduct, or was it more because of his contractual? Because I know the locks he had issue with the locks, he had issues with Mace. Just a few of the artists just did not say he had the unscrupulous contracts.
Yeah. Well, he had, so after Cassie filed her lawsuit, um, she was an R&B rapper an R&B singer up
Yeah,
under him. So she filed her lawsuit November 16th, 2023. She alleged she was raped and subjected to years of violent abuse by Diddy. The lawsuit specifically accuses him of sex trafficking, human trafficking, sexual assault, and battery, gender motivated violence, sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and hostile working environment. So after she filed hers, he settled the next day.
yeah, yeah. The very next day, that's something that a lot of people didn't know, that he tried to hush it up real quick, and it had already caught a fire.
He should have hushed it up before she went public. So she filed hers November 16th. He settled November 17th. So once he settled, just like 50 Cent left a post, I think, on Twitter or IG, the sharks see the blood. They coming. You
Yeah,
know, everybody came in contact with. So when he settled November 17th, Joy Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit November 23rd against Diddy, Bad Boy Entertainment, doing business as Bad Boy Records and Comb Enterprise LLC.
Yeah.
The allegations for her was she accused Diddy of drugging and sexually assaulting her in 1991 when she was a Syracuse University student who had appeared with Combs in a music video. She also alleged she was a victim of revenge porn, saying he filmed the assault and showed it to others.
Yeah.
After she filed hers on the same day, November 23rd, somebody named Garner, Liza Garner, sued Diddy and Aaron Hall. You remember Aaron Hall? I miss
Yeah.
you,
Yeah. From Guy, Aaron
baby.
Hall, Teddy Riley.
Yeah, so she sued Aaron Hall, MCA Incorporation, MCA Music Entertainment Group, Geffen Records, Universal Music Group in Nevada, John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10, and ABC Corps. She sued all them people. Garner accused Combs and Aaron Hall, a member of an R&B group Guy, of battery and sexual assault in 1990 when she was just 16 years old.
Yeah.
So she was a minor, Garner. Then he had Jane Doe file suit a couple of days later, December 6th. She sued Diddy, Harvey Pierre, an unnamed third assailant, Daddy's House Records, and Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings Incorporation. Doe filed an amended complaint on March 29th. Doe accused Diddy and Pierre and a third person of sex trafficking and gang rape in 2003 when she was just 17 years old, Adrian.
Yeah.
17 years old. Okay, so after that was filed, I guess Diddy said enough is enough. He came out, and that's actually what it was. Enough is enough. That's what he named it. He said, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Let's stop there. Active Chucks is in the chat. He says, hey, Tree, salute Adrian. Good content. What's up? What's up? Big 36 Hood. What up? Big 38 or H39. That's somebody from 38, 39, something going on there. But what's up,
welcome.
I see y'all.
Yeah, good to have you here.
So, Adrian, let's get back to this content. Enough is enough. Diddy left this statement publicly. Do you think that this statement, he said he did not do any of those things? You think those words gonna haunt him now?
No, not necessarily. Because that's what people usually do. You know, you're charged with a crime. You're charged with an allegation. You're going to plead not guilty. You're going to claim you're innocent. Just that's just human nature. We're in deep denial, and we're not going to, just admit to anything. We're going to, hold it close to our chest and hope that it goes away or something.
Even after you paid off a lawsuit?
Yeah, he still, even in a lawsuit, he did not necessarily admit to any guilt. They settled the lawsuit out of court amicably, and they parted ways, and more likely the information is probably an NDA is associated with it. And the information in the lawsuit probably never see the light of day unless it's leaked by, someone. because now Cassie said if she released any information about the lawsuit, she can actually be sued by Puffy, P
Right.
Diddy, or Sean Love, whatever the brother called himself.
You call him
So
me, huh? You know we in the same era.
yeah, I mean he's changed his name with Puffy to Puff Daddy to P Diddy to Diddy to Brother Love. So sound
Yeah,
like he's trying
brother
to find
love.
himself. But yeah, so the information is sealed. So he can say that, look, I didn't admit to any guilt.
Right.
And one thing about coming out and making a statement like that, he's a world-renowned music mogul, artist, producer.
Right.
People want to believe him. And that can actually switch a lot of people into victim blaming,
Mm-hmm.
where now the accusers are looked upon as, well, were you scantily clad? Did you come shaking your booty? What did you expect to be being backstage with these guys, or like I say, wearing tight clothes, or things that affect, and now it's turned around on the victim. And by him coming out and saying that I'm innocent, I haven't done this, there's absolutely no truth to these allegations. There are people that believe him and that
Right.
want to believe him, and will switch their disgust from Puffy to the victims.
Right. And
And
I do think after that statement, a lot of people, well, a lot of his fans did like they was kind of like in between, I don't think that they knew it was that bad. Even
yeah,
though she described it in her lawsuit and we all read it, we even did a show about it before.
yeah,
We talked about it, but it just did not hit home to a lot of us, not even me. Not even me, it just didn't hit home until I seen that video. So, of course, I'm not going to play the video because that's definitely a trigger. I think all of America has seen it. CNN put it out there. I'm still wondering who sent it to CNN. How did CNN get it? That's interesting because I spoke on this the last time. Nene Mama is in the chat, Adrian.
Renee, what's up, Kim
Said,
Folk? What's
hey
up,
y'all,
my
hey mom.
family? Hey, mom.
Yeah, so I had spoke on this the first time we spoke on Puffy, is that my opinion is none of this started until he started suing De Leon, that $1 trillion company. He got
Yeah,
besides himself and he started suing some people. He thought, see, he was powerful in the black community, but and sometimes that stuff go to your head, and by all these people treating him like he a god or something, it went to his head and he got besides himself. Them people was paying Puffy $50 million a year just to be to be the face of their liquor. That's how he became a billionaire. He
yeah,
sold these people, Adrian, for $100 million for discrimination after working with them for 10 years.
yeah,
How did they just become racist? You know what I'm saying? So he really got besides himself. And I just think it was a chain reaction since then. Them people done tapped into some real people. When you got
yeah,
real money, you can tap into some real people. They done conjured up tapes and all kind of stuff, all kind of people coming up. So now we fast forward, we at the Cassie tape.
yeah.
What was your first impression when you saw that tape?
Well, I mean,
A
shame
man
to say is,
nieces.
it didn't surprise me. Once I saw the video now, the issue or case between him, the lawsuit between him and Cassidy is over.
Right.
So, but now this video, it can, possibly be used in, other civil suits, because he has several of them. And then, it kind of shows that, okay, this man, he has propensity um, for violence, and, over the years, Puffy, he's dodged all type of bullets from the situation with him and Jennifer Lopez and the
Shooting.
guy, what
Right.
was his name that got convicted?
It was the shooting.
Oh, Shane, yeah. So
Yeah.
Shane, the rapper Shane, he got convicted, sentenced to 10 years. Puffy got acquitted. He had several other incidents. The incident with him and Kid Cudi. He had another lawsuit where, two guys alleged his bodyguards beat him down
Yeah.
viciously. So it's just so many things that he's been dodging, as well as, disgruntled employees or ex rappers, label mates. So
But
now that it seemed like the chicken has come home to roost, so to speak.
right. And even dodging when we talked about this earlier, Adrian. Before I say this, let me give a shout out to Ain't Jack. Adrian is in the chat. Hey, Tree Sweet. I was very disappointed with Puffy. He just didn't fit the type of a man. I know, Ain't he? I know. I know he was getting over on an artist, but I didn't know he was doing a lot of this stuff until Cassie came out with her statement. But I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I wanted to go deeper into this tape because I know when I saw it, Adrian, it just I don't know because she looked so young on there, right? And so LAPD statement, LAPD left a statement, right? Because it happened in Los Angeles County.
Yeah.
They left a statement saying that they're not going to prosecute. They can't prosecute. The statute of limit on assault is only 3 years, and that happened in 2016, right?
Yeah.
I want to stop you right there because I want to ask you something about that because you saw the tape. But Puffy houses got raided before this tape came out. So
Yeah.
the feds is already involved with investigating him, right? So then this tape come out. Now, my thing about LAPD, Adrian, I want to ask you this, right? LAPD, I understand that they can't prosecute for the assault because of the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
But if you clearly look at the video, he actually kidnapped her according to law. Do you think?
Well, they're gonna label it as a domestic violence incident. So, if they tried to come with, like, say, kidnapping charge, it would be still reduced to domestic violence because, she was staying in a room with him. They were in a relationship. And so that's kind of like a slippery slope. And, most prosecutors are not going to take up a case they feel that they have, no win. But I have seen them pick up certain cases where, I think they just did it just to get publicity. So it's a slippery slope, But one thing with the video evidence, even them raiding his home. So, I know in Cassie's lawsuit, she alleged that he filmed some of these, sexcapades. I think he called them freak offs or something like that. And, so he would film them and take pictures. And then one of the other allegations against him, or lawsuits, someone else claimed that he took footage of whatever, the freak off or what have you, right? So the FBI, Homeland Security raiding his homes, that's what they were looking for. They
Those
were
tapes.
looking for, yeah, because, with those tapes, now they can really build a case on him. And I don't think that they found the tapes. I think Puffy got rid of them. I don't think he was that stupid to keep them.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to try to pay off the hotel that they were staying in to get $50,000, like you said, as you said, and to get the tape. But
Well, let me
obviously,
tell you what
somebody
his
made
son
a copy
said.
of it and it was released.
Let me tell you what his son said though. Nene said he met her when she was 17 and he was 37. Yeah, he met a lot of them. I just read off a list, Mama. He met a lot of them at 16 and 17. Ain't Jack said Lil Ron. That's what I was just about to tell Adrian. Lil Rod, uh, he is the music producer and videographer who went and filed a lawsuit against Puffy on February 26th. He filed a number of defendants in his lawsuit again too. His allegations is specifically accuses Diddy of racketeering, sexual assault, and sex trafficking in 2022 and 2023 as Jones worked on Diddy's most recent album, Love. Jones also alleges Diddy did not compensate him for his music producing work. In addition, the lawsuit accuses Cuba Gooding Jr. of sexual assault and makes reference to several other celebrities by name and by description. Now, the interesting thing about Little Rod and Diddy's relationship, Diddy had this dude recording him do all of this stuff. He the one that was recording.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got a lot of proof. He not only got proof on Diddy, but he also got proof on Diddy's son, Christian. He been engaged in some stuff too, and he got proof on Justin too. I said Aaron Hall ain't Jack earlier. The minor 16-year-old is suing him and Aaron Hall together. He flew her out, and she said that they gang raped her. All right, so Adrian, yeah, this is a lot of information to rush through, dude. Let me see here. So we got his response. We got Cassie Tate. What did you feel about his apology video?
Well, I saw the video. One thing about, when he's coming out, he's a public figure. He's trying to win the public over. And these constant denials, trying to show that he's empathetic, he's compassionate. He said things like, I was disgusted. Then when I did that, I'm disgusted now. He showed empathy to Cassidy. So people are, then he said he was going to seek some mental health or therapy or something.
That he already did.
Yeah, that he already did. And so that's, a lot of people want to hear that, right? Because even myself, whatever he's going through, he has some type of mental derangement where he feel that it's cool in any shape, form, or fashion to put his hands on a woman, to knock a woman to the ground, and then kick her while she's down. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
unconscious.
Don't you have a mama? Don't you, you have female friends, female relatives? Who would want that done to their daughter, to their mothers? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was disgusted by it. You know what I'm saying? To see him, a black man, period. You know what I'm saying? Putting his hands on a woman, you know what I'm saying? Particularly a sister, you know what I'm saying? A Latina, brown woman of color, you know what I'm saying? Period. Any woman. So I was disgusted by it. And his apology video, I want the brother to get some type of help, but he needs to be held accountable, for the things he's done wrong in his life to other people.
Right. Now, Adrian, in your opinion, do you think he's going to go to jail with the feds since the state is not picking it up?
Well, right now, you best believe the feds are investigating.
Yeah.
And like we talked about this last time, the feds, they'll wait, years before they file a case, charging with something just to build a case. So, yeah, the state, with the allegations, everything that's coming out, they can't touch him. The statute of limitation expired on the assault on Cassie. Other people in the rap game, they're not, that snitch, no snitch mentality that persists in the rap game. So nobody's going to get on the stand on him that's a notable rapper or anything like that. But the feds, they're going to investigate if they find any information or any truth to these allegations, and can get some of these witnesses, these victims, alleged victims, to come forward and give testimony, because they're going after the money.
They done already found suit.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He's worth over $1 billion now. So, they're going after the money, and, a lot of us, we can't blame them, but, they need that testimony for them to file
Charge.
charges against him.
Let's see what our chat is talking about. We got some chat liners out there. A. Jack said, I think he was trying to be a cleaner, and the news state he was not sincere because he did not mention Cassie by name. So the reason why he didn't mention Cassie by name, Aunt Jack, is because in Cassie's lawsuit, they have an NDA. So in that NDA, both of them can't mention each other's name in public, or she'll have to, he can sue her, and they can't mention each other's name. So if you look at the video when he's apologizing, when he say, I'm sorry, it looked like he want to say somebody. It looked like he want to say her name, but he can't say her name. So to us, it feels like he's saying he's sorry to us. But when I re-examined it after an attorney I was listening to and researching some stuff about their NDA, it's in their agreement that they can't say, and TMZ reported that too, that they can't say each other's names. So that's why he couldn't literally say her name if he wanted to. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Active Chucks Adrian said he is evading accountability. He is, well, once the feds get on you, Do Sims, ain't no more evading. They got an eye on him at all times. And everything that happens, everything that these people put out on him, they just adding it right on to the list. Right on to the list. We got my good sis Buns in the house. Where she at? Buns say salute. Salute to us, Adrian. What's up, Bunny? Welcome to Hootie Who's Finest Talk Show. Welcome. We got Deuce M's. He said whether he trafficked across state lines, interstate commerce. That's that's federal, right, Adrian?
Yeah. Once you cross state lines, that's federal jurisdiction, or grounds for, the charging with whatever, with sex trafficking, because that's they're looking at him for sex trafficking, sexual assault, and there was another main allegation. But like I said, there's no criminal charges pending. We don't know about any witnesses or any evidence that they have against him.
Right.
So, he may actually, not, be sentenced, not receive a sentence. It's gonna ruin his reputation. It's tarnish his image. A lot of the brands that he advertised, that did commercials or partnership with, a lot of them, left him, dropped him like a hot potato, So yeah, I don't think he can ever publicly recover from this.
Come back. And his son, so I don't know if you heard, Adrian, his son, Christian Combs, who is also the child of the late Kim Porter.
Yeah.
He made a rap song, and I guess he got fed up with all the negative publicity against his dad. But in the rap song, he was just like this new generation is. He talked too much. They don't know. They think they know it all. They don't know when to shut up. I guess he didn't understand that his dad is under FBI investigation. So everything that is said can and will be used against him in a court of law. So here we go. So he made a rap song, and in the rap song, he said that the houses got raided and they didn't find none, because what they didn't know is my dad bought the house next door where everything was stashed at. So question is, what is everything that's stashed over there, Christian? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, even him saying something like that, don't
minimize it, Adrian. Don't minimize it. That's right.
It's like, when it comes to music, money, when you can create like some type of controversy, buzz, or have this gimmick, that draw attention. So he may get more attention for that one sentence than he get for his whole career, the whole song, album, or whatever. So by him throwing that in there, it's just words, you know. It's just words at this point, you know.
And guess what else he threw in there?
What's that?
He started trolling one of the biggest trolls on IG, 50 Cent. Because 50, oh, 50 did a documentary about Puffy, surviving Puffy or whatever. But
Oh,
anyway,
I didn't know he did. I know he was talking about doing it. He actually released a documentary.
he did it, Adrian, and
Okay, I gotta
Netflix
check it out.
bought it. He held out. 50 is a businessman, boy. He knew more stuff was gonna come. He held out and held out till this stuff came up. And this last bit of stuff, who got the highest bid?
Yeah,
Netflix cashed them out for it.
yeah. So Netflix hasn't released it yet.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah, okay.
They haven't released it. So Christian Combs basically threatened 50 Cent life in the
Yeah,
song. Told him something gonna happen to him. But so 50 is trolling.
yeah.
50 trolling them. Oh my God. So okay, so Puffy to be continued about Puffy, y'all. Man, we talking domestic violence, y'all. Domestic violence.
Yeah.
Adrian and I received a letter. Oh, first let me give it up to my little homie Shaw Banks is in the house. He said, break bread. Oh, salute. I can't say the word because my mama and Aunt Jack is in the chat, Shaw Banks. Salute, salute. Thank you for the support. And Jack said, no, he didn't, youngster. Yes, he did. Them kids don't know when to shut up. They think they know it all.
Yeah.
My mama said, I think they have released it, y'all. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot.
Oh, she says on Netflix already. So
Oh, it's on Netflix, mama? Okay, I gotta check it out. Cause
yeah,
50 and he said he gonna do some more episodes. The more stuff come out. So 50, if ain't nobody getting paid, 50 making his money up.
yeah. Puffy. You know, he has a lot of influence. You know, that money. You know, he got street ties. I just it remind me of the incident with Kid Cudi, where Kid Cudi, there was a threat of blowing Kid Cudi's car up, and all of a sudden his car explodes in his driveway.
You know why,
So
right?
he
That
was
was
dating.
a
Was it?
lawsuit.
He was dating one of his Puffy's exes or something like that, I believe, right?
No, Puffy thought him and Cassie was messing around.
Okay, yeah.
They was talking or something, and he thought they was messing around, and Lord, yeah,
Yeah, allegedly, or not even allegedly, because like I said, a lot of people don't, in the game, they're not gonna come forward. They just, handle it on the street level, however. But yeah, let's get into some domestic violence because
this is Adrian's favorite part of the Hootie Who's Finest show. This man loved the Tree and Adrian letters. Let's get into it. Let's
yeah,
get
let's do
going.
it.
All right, so we got I found one that had something to do with domestic violence, so we're gonna keep it on the topic. Did you get a chance to look it over and everything, Adrian?
Yes. I checked it out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. Dear Tree and Adrian, is my daughter headed into an abusive, controlling relationship, or am I imagining the signs because of my own experience with domestic abuse for many years? She is 18, and of course, parents are idiots who don't understand anything. Go figure. Kids think parents are idiots. I don't know. We all did, I guess, when we were that age. The young man tries to control where she is, won't let her go anywhere without him, and suspiciously questions her if he thinks she spent too much of her own money. What?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was hold up now. Okay, let me finish. To me, these are signs of the beginning of years of hell. But
Yeah.
to her, they're cute because he cares. Oh, or I just don't understand him. Am I being unfair because of my own past? Signed, been there in Texas. Oh, Nene, there's somebody out there.
Yeah. Been there. She out
People
there in
in
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, don't
All
mess
right,
the
Adrian,
suckers.
I'm gonna let you go
Uh,
first. This.
well, the girl, she's 18, so I'm thinking that the young man is 18 within a couple of years of her daughter's age. So you know that at 18, you're not supposed to have someone controlling where you go, how you
Right.
spend your money, outside of your parents. So
That's
to have be in a relationship at that age where you so knee deep where someone is dictating, your boyfriend or your girlfriend is dictating where you go, the time that you spend alone without that person, and how you spend money. Yes, something is already wrong. She's too young for that. And one thing that I always talk about, when it comes to particularly my generation and before my generation in the Black community, we have this thing where we associate pain with love.
right.
And no pain, no gain. Yeah, that's what that in exercise and working out and running, that applies, but
Right.
not in real life, in real relationships. If that person loves you, there should be no pain associated with that love.
Right.
But we get it from a lot of the music. I always go to that Betty Wright song, when she say,
And
don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he is
he's
doing
doing
the
the
best
best.
he can. No, fuck Mr. Charlie. Mr.
Exactly,
Charlie,
and his best.
yeah, and he's doing the best he can.
Period.
He's just a man. Yeah, no, I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Mr. Charlie need to step up to the plate and bring 100% to the relationship, like a woman's bringing 100% to the relationship. And we
Right.
need to dispel that you have to experience pain to really have love. If someone you're with loves you, there is not going to be any pain. I mean, yeah, in every relationship, there's arguments, there's disagreements, whatever, right? That's just coming life and friendships and family. But real love does not come with pain.
Right. Right. Okay, so been there in Texas. What I have for you, my dear, is you are definitely on the right track. I definitely, with this one, me and Adrian don't always see eye to eye on these letters, but with this one, I definitely agree with him. Your daughter is 18 years old. She's still a baby. She's legally grown and can sign and make consent for herself. So it's
Yeah,
not like it's molestation or anything going on. She's an adult in the legal world, but she's still a baby in the mind world. Um, she has come in contact with somebody that is starting to control her mind, and you have to figure out a way. And I don't even know if it's possible, like, because I've been that age, but at 18 I ain't let nobody control my mind where they watching my money.
I heard
You
that.
might can check and see where I'm at, what you're doing, where you going, come here. But all that controlling my buddy, that ain't in my bloodline right there. I don't know that part. That don't
Woo!
fit me well at all. But I
Yeah,
think you, as a mother, you just got to keep talking to your daughter. I remember I have this deacon in Los Angeles, Deacon Money. Deacon Money is still here, and he's still my deacon.
that's what's up.
Deacon Money gave me some valuable information when it pertained to my boys. They was teenagers, and we was in church. And every morning, every Sunday, I'm bringing them to church. I'm going off on these kids about something.
Yeah.
Something. It was always something. And so Deacon Money, he talked to me. He said, sister, he said, stop getting yourself upset. He said, they hear you. I heard every word my mama said to me, all the little sayings, I can repeat it. They hear you. So don't get yourself upset. He said, I ain't telling you to stop talking to them. Don't ever stop telling them what's right because they hear you. They might not respond right away, but later in life, they're going to remember it. But they need to hear it in order for them to remember it. And when they remember it, they're going to take key to it because they're remembering it for a reason. Something that happened, and now it's coming back to them what mama said. So keep
Well,
talking.
I'm looking perplexed right now because I could have swore I've told you this before. And because I've told, I used to tell dudes when I was locked up, incarcerated, to write, the kids,
Right,
write, the nieces and nephews. And, so I did that for years from when my niece and nephews there in their mid 20s got kids and everything of their own now, right? But when
right.
they could only draw pictures, I would write them.
Yeah,
So I wrote them throughout their early teens, well into their teenage years, till they got too grown to write back. And I love them still. But anyway, and I would tell them these things. I would tell them, just simple things. To look people in the eye when you talk to them, to shake people's hands, with a strong, firm handshake, to speak up when you need to be heard. How to maintain a good friendship. So I would tell them these things. A lot of times they would not, they would write back sometimes they wouldn't, but I would tell them, and I would tell other people, you still have to tell the kids. You
yeah,
still, even though you think they're not listening to you, is going on, you still have to give them the information. And like the deacon said, by you giving them that information, when that situation arises, they're gonna be like, yeah, man, I remember, mom's told me, I remember I remember they told me that this could happen. You know what I'm saying? Now you may have equipped them with certain tools so they can get through a situation.
right, right. So been there in Texas. I don't think that you're going to. I don't think that going at her and going against this dude to her is going to help the situation. I think you're just going to push her into this controlling dude's hands, right? I think what you should do is keep talking to your daughter. But you have to find a way to talk to her without bashing him. Maybe you could use somebody else relationship that's sort of like theirs and tell her what's going on with them and see how she responds to their situation. And then you can kind of, because if she responds to their situation, it's going to hit her that her dude is treating her the same kind of way. So maybe you could try to, that's that psychology thing, turn it around on her and not just go at her talking bad on the dude, but be there for her, but also talk to her about what he's doing, but not using him as the person to say this is what he's doing. Use somebody else. Make up somebody. Tell her a story about a friend that she don't know about. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the way.
I kind of I understand where you're what you're getting at. For me, been there in Texas, is in the name. So she's been there. She's
Yeah.
been a domestic violence survivor. She was in an abusive relationship, and so she kind of knows what that looks like. But
Right.
I would tell her to really understand domestic violence,
Right.
because she's saying that maybe she's carrying this over from her abusive relationship in the past, and now she's seeing it possibly in her daughter, but maybe she's mistaken, right? She's just seeing certain things, and like like her daughter told her, like you don't know him like I know him, right?
Right.
So I think being there in Texas need to really understand. Maybe take a domestic violence class.
Right.
There's books you can go right online, look it up. Understand. I think about when a domestic violence, I think about the cycle of violence, right?
Mhm.
And the cycle of violence, and it almost remind me of what Puffy doing, right? But the cycle of violence is So it's the abuse. It's the actual
Mhm.
physical abuse, whether it's verbal or physical, right?
Right.
And then it's you know, the apology.
Right.
So I apologize. I love you. I don't know what got into me. I'll never do it again.
Right.
And then the person, you know, may that the victim may feel, they more likely they love this person, they like this person, they may give them another chance.
Right.
Then they begin to see it as as some form of affection, like this person cares for me to snatch me up, to slap me when I'm wrong, and it's like, wait, hold on, and so that's that honeymoon phase that they call it, right? The honeymoon phase where everything's good and we're back, and he
Mhm.
apologized, she apologized, we're back, cuddling, we're back, woo,
Wake up,
you know,
break up, to
yeah.
wake up. That's
Mhm.
all. Okay.
And now it happens again.
Yeah.
Now the cycle repeats itself. I'm sorry, baby, I never do it. I don't, the honeymoon state, the slap, and now this person
Think-
began to blame themselves. So I think never been there in Texas need to understand what domestic violence is and how it impacted her and her previous abusive relationship, and then she can figure out, am I seeing this guy in the wrong light? Is this actual domestic violence? Because yeah, when someone controls the purse string, that is considered a form of domestic dispute.
Yeah.
Because now, are you withholding money? Are you withholding affection? All these things are considered, forms of domestic abuse. You know,
Right. Do you think a question in general of domestic abuse? Do you think the women that's being abused in the cycle you were speaking of, do you think they keep taking him back because they love the makeup part?
yeah, I would say, yeah, that's part of it. That's absolutely part of it, because sometimes that honeymoon stage is the best stage.
Yeah.
Now, he's bringing flowers home. He's taking her out. He's wining her, dining her. He's been the best version of, that his self, or the self that he would like to be, or she would like to be. So that honeymoon stage is beautiful. The love making is better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the food tastes better, everything, and then it happens again.
Mhm.
And some people get trapped in that honeymoon stage, that they take the abuse
It's
just
like
to
a
get
drug,
back. Yeah, just to get back to that honeymoon stage.
like a
And
drug.
so,
They
yes,
want that.
it can be.
Yeah.
And, people stay in these abusive relationships for years because of what you just said, that honeymoon stage.
Yeah. They chasing that high. They chasing that love that they
Hmm.
receive when it's makeup time, when he's so sorry, when he telling me he love me.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
been there in Texas to sum it all up. Keep talking to your daughter, dear. I agree with Adrian. Maybe if you have some time, they probably have some online domestic
They do.
violence courses. Try to take you one so you'll be able to talk to her
But,
more about
yeah.
it. Also, I think that something that will help you as well, been there in Texas, is maybe you can start, like, when you go out on lunch with your daughter or something. Start telling her stories about when stuff happened to you, when it first started off, because you're seeing the signs, obviously. So tell her about some of the stories of these signs when they happen to you in your relationship. And I think if you start putting names with faces and stories to her, it'll start resonating to her eventually. Like when he start doing certain stuff, oh dang, no, that mom said that was happening to her, and then it went to this, and then it went to this. So just keep talking to her. I'm gonna close with that, but I didn't get a chance to ask my co-host what's going on with you, Adrian. How are you?
Whew. Man, just so I came into the show. It was great to see you. You kind of motivated me, but initially, I've been so mentally fatigued. Just so many things, and you know, um, and it's just such a real thing, just that mental fatigue. So tomorrow, I actually have an appointment with the DMV to take my test for my commercial license. So I've been studying that, like, over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Also along with the other works that I'm doing. I actually, I helped this youngster out yesterday. So I went to the juvenile hall and he's writing a letter to the judge. And it
Mm-hmm.
kind of goes to what we're talking about a little bit. But, when he wrote the letter, he want to go home.
Right.
And that's what his focal point was, going home. Now he's in there for, whatever crime. So I'm like, look, you have to focus on the victim, even without admitting to any crime.
Right.
You don't have to admit to the crime. It's still pending, but just let the judge, the people know that you understand, the impact of robbing a store has on a community, on a store. You know what I'm saying? Even though we believe that's a victimless crime, there's no such thing as a victimless crime. I tell folks that now. We
Right.
think that, yeah, there's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? We just fool ourselves to believe that we have a right to do certain things, because people are rich or whatever it may be. But so just, working with the youngsters, I talked to several of them over the phone. I gave him my number. He's only 13, a big old kid. And, studying for the test, doing the other work I do. I was just so mentally fatigued. But when I got on here and I saw you and the smile and you glowing, I'm like, man, I just got right into the show, man. So I really appreciate you.
You're welcome, Adrian. Adrian just been trying to say that I'm glowing because um I had to text him and I was telling him that I'm not gonna wear any makeup to for the show today. And he is a black man, like a lot of black men. They don't really care for women in makeup, black women in makeup. They love our melanated skin just how it is, and it's glowing, and we love to just polish it up, and they love it just like it is, so they can just rub their hand across it and all that good stuff. But that's the reason why I didn't wear any makeup, is because I've actually been down sick.
Yeah.
I have bad allergies for the last, actually, ever since Kelsey Jam. We went to Kelsey Jam on Saturday, and I woke up, my eyes was like this, all
Wow.
dark, black, two black eyes, and they were swollen.
Yeah.
And ear infection, all of this, and my head just felt
Wow.
like a cloud. And
Mm-hmm.
then vertigo comes with that. You not steady. It was just a mess. And so today is actually my first day, um fully, like I'm like 90-10 now,
Yeah.
90%.
Well, yeah, you got to watch it out there. One thing is there's a lot of planes out there.
Mm-hmm.
So those planes, even when they get into the city, all that wind, that's just pollen and,
Mm-hmm.
the dander from the animals, all type of stuff is coming right into the city. So it's
Tornado.
getting to tornado. Yeah. So it's getting into your respiratory system, your eyes,
Yes.
all that. So yeah, absolutely do what you need to do to protect yourself. But for speaking for black men and when it comes to makeup, right? So I don't mind makeup, because I've seen your makeup is always tasteful, right? You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's always tasteful. It's not a whole lot, and then you don't wear it all the time.
Right.
And me, I'm a naturalist, but I don't mind certain things, but I look at our skin has its own dermatologist right above our head. The
Yeah.
sun is made for melanated skin, right? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So that's, to me, that's one of the best treatments that you can do for your skin. You know what I'm saying? Just get some sun and let your skin blend in. So that's my thing against it, just wearing it too much where you're not, you know, allowing your skin to breathe and allow your skin to get that the that sun, that natural vitamin D,
Well, I wasn't about my eyes have been on fire for the last couple of days, and I refuse to put any makeup or anything around them. And
Yeah.
I finally got them cool with some drops I had bought. Mama said, "Good show, y'all." Thanks,
Thank you,
Mom.
Renee.
Thanks for pulling up in our chat. So this was a good show, Adrian. I'm happy I got it out there. I wanted to put a fire to Puffy Flame. I'm still gonna cut some shorts up out of it. I just, you know, it's just something about when a man beat a woman like that, and in this case, she wasn't even fighting back. Like she was, I done seen my auntie Stephanie get into her dude, and her dude beat her up when I was a kid, but I done seen my auntie Stephanie provoke this man. She done spit in his face, slap him, take off, you know. In this case, she wasn't even fighting this dude back.
Yeah.
I want so bad for LAPD to file kidnap on him for not letting her go, and send him up in there in the county jail. Even if he gonna be secluded in high power, let him be secluded, but let him get a taste of them sheriffs up in there. Like he need to really, I think he didn't have the silver spoon in his mouth so long that he really need to know what it feels like to really be a man, because I think he's been playing these freak offs for so long that he really think he's a woman. In order for you to really fight a woman like that, and she's not fighting you back, that's
Yeah.
like kicking a dog when he's dead. He
Mm-hmm.
kicked that girl when she was looked like unconscious. Her feet was, when people was unconscious.
Yeah. He didn't go after Mike Tyson like that.
Yeah, they feet go from up under him, and he kicked her.
Did you
That
see
was
that video where Mike Tyson took his hand and moved it? Like, yeah,
no,
but you didn't see that video?
I think so. Wait, I don't know.
They were on the
I
I think it was the Arsenio show, one of the night shows, and they were sitting on side each other. I guess, Tyson got interviewed first, and then it was Puffy's turn. And I guess Puffy hand was too close. Tyson like, look, man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? But it was like, you know what I'm saying? The people that know. You
No,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I that's what dawned
And
on
the
me.
Booty Lee Fonz word. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Think about that video of him hitting her. I think he didn't put himself in the place of a woman. He did call Meek Mill's daddy. So on that note, Mama said I ended up on here again. I was looking for Bible study. Mom, it was just meant for you to come on and support me and Adrian.
Yeah.
Last time she just was so happy that she got a chance to see you. She was like, it was so good to see Knockout.
Yeah.
I said, go on, now you finally got a chance to see Knockout.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Adrian. So until next week, dude, we are going to
Close it out.
close it out. But we're gonna start interviewing people. We got some people that want to be interviewed. So
That's right.
I need to start working on that. I need to get you that information so you can come up with some questions for them,
Okay.
and all of that good stuff. So yeah, we got some people to interview. So that's probably gonna be hopefully our next content is an interview.
All right. I'm a naturally curious type person, so I have questions and follow-up questions, and reach out to them after the show. I just want to know. I'm just curious. I'm a naturally curious person, and I'm naturally interested in what people have to say.
And you love our letters. So keep sending our letters. We have a few more. So keep sending them letters in my inbox. Because Adrian love them. All right, until next time, y'all. I got another show to do. See you later. We are out.
Peace.
Hey.